In the quiet stillness of an early morning alley, where the world hasn't yet awakened, a white fur mama cat with gentle blue eyes curls her tail protectively around her two tiny kittens. The red scarf tied loosely around her neck flutters in the cold air, a symbol of a forgotten kindness from someone long gone. Her kittens, soft white balls of fluff, one with shimmering blue eyes like their mother, the other with pale green eyes, nestle close to her belly, mewling softly. Their tiny voices carry the raw, heartbreaking sound of hunger. Mama Cat lowers her head, her whiskers trembling, as she licks their heads gently, trying to comfort them despite her own weakness. She hasn't eaten in 2 days. Last night she rummaged through bins, old boxes, behind shops, near restaurants, but every effort ended in failure. Her body aches, her stomach twists with pain, but the ache in her heart is far greater. She watches her kittens, their fragile ribs rising and falling, their little bodies trembling from emptiness. A mother can bear hunger, but watching her babies starve is a wound deeper than any scratch. As the wind blows a dusty wrapper across the alley, Mama Cat stands weakly, forcing herself to move. She nudges her kittens back toward the soft cardboard nest she made, but they cling to her paws, mewing desperately as if begging her not to go. Her eyes glisten with helplessness. She looks around the deserted alley, the distant hum of the waking city echoing through the walls. Her heart pounds with fear and determination. She knows she must try again. For them, because a mother will break, bend and bleed, but she will never stop fighting for her children. As the sun slowly rises, its golden rays fail to reach the narrow alley where Mama Cat and her white kittens live. This place is hidden between tall, cracked buildings and touched by warmth, unnoticed by the world. Mama Cat gently lifts each kitten and places them in the driest corner she can find, arranging pieces of cloth and old wrappers into a makeshift nest. The kittens curl together, tiny paws tucked under their tiny chins, trusting that Mama will protect them. She walks out into the street again, her red scarf brushing the ground, her white fur slightly dusty from days of searching. She checks behind closed food stalls, peeks underneath abandoned crates, and sniffs the air for even the faintest scent of food. But morning workers sweep away leftovers, and trash cans are locked. Each time she returns empty-pod, her kittens sense her disappointment. They wobble toward her, wrapping their little bodies around her legs, seeking warmth and reassurance. The green-eyed kitten lets out a soft cry, rubbing his cheek against Mama's front leg. The blue-eyed one tries to groom Mama's paw, as if trying to comfort her instead. These tiny moments strengthen her resolve, even though her body trembles from weakness. Other cats wander by, healthy, well-fed house cats wearing bright collars. They glance at Mama and her kittens but keep walking, living their comfortable lives. Mama Cat watches them disappear and lowers her head. Not out of envy, just a quiet wish that her babies could someday live without fear and hunger. She returns to the alley corner, tucks her babies beneath her chin, and listens to their slow breathing. Their stomachs rumble again. She feels tears burning behind her eyes. She cannot fail them. Today, she must find a way. No matter how, Mama Cat looks around the alley once more, searching for anything that might help her. Near a recycling bin, she notices a large worn cardboard sheet leaning against the wall. She approaches it cautiously, nudging it with her paw. It looks clean enough, sturdy enough, small surprise in a harsh world. She gently scrapes her claws on it, leaving faint marks. Just as she turns to leave, her paw steps on a strange patch of color on the ground. It's a smear of chalk dust pink, yellow, and light blue left behind by children who played here the previous day. The color sticks to her paw pads. When she steps onto the cardboard again, she leaves behind a tiny, bright print. She freezes. Her blue eyes widen. She lifts her paw and presses it again, leaving a second print beside the first. Something stirs inside her, an instinct, a memory, a spark of creativity that she didn't know she had. She steps into more chalk dust, intentionally this time, and presses her paws onto the cardboard, forming patterns. The kittens peek out from their nest, watching her curiously with bright eyes. They wobble closer, fascinated by the colorful marks appearing beneath her paws. Mama Cat looks at the kittens, then back at the cardboard. She feels a small warmth in her chest, a feeling she hasn't felt in days. Hope. A voice in her heart whispers, "Maybe, just maybe, this could help." She sits down in front of the cardboard, dips her paws again in the leftover colored dust, and begins creating more shapes, circles, soft lines, repeating patterns that look like blooming flowers. For the first time in days, Mama Cat feels she has a chance. A mother's love can spark miracles even from chalk dust on a cold street. Under the soft morning light, Mama Cat begins to work with surprising grace and intention. Each time she presses her colored paw onto the cardboard, she creates a tiny artwork paw, prints overlapping to form delicate patterns resembling flowers, hearts, and little trails that tell silent stories. Her red scarf sways as she moves, and the streak of chalk across her white fur adds an almost magical charm. Her kittens waddle closer, watching with big, sparkling eyes. The blue-eyed kitten steps forward and gently presses his own tiny paw into a patch of pink chalk. When he pats the cardboard clumsily, a small smudge appears. Mama Cat turns to him with an encouraging nuzzle. The green-eyed kitten joins in, adding tiny prints of his own. Though messy, their collaboration creates something beautiful, something alive. As the sun rises higher, people begin passing by. A little girl, walking with her mother, stops abruptly, staring at the artwork. "Mama, look, the cat is painting," she exclaims. The mother smiles, fascinated. They watch as Mama Cat continues her gentle strokes, her movements careful and full of emotion. Soon, more people gather. A man crouches down, amazed. Another woman takes a picture. Someone whispers, "I've never seen anything like this." Mama Cat doesn't fully understand their words, but she senses warmth from their presence. She continues creating, pouring her worry, hope, and love for her kittens into each stroke. The artwork grows, filling the cardboard with colorful paw hearts and delicate patterns that seem to glow. The kittens curl by her side, their small prints adding charm to the masterpiece. For the first time, Mama Cat feels seen not as a stray, but as something more, an artist, a mother creating beauty from her struggle. The growing crowd watches with quiet amazement, and Mama Cat senses something changing in the air, a gentle shift, a softening of hearts. A small boy steps forward, holding a packet of cat treats. He kneels down and places it gently beside Mama Cat. She blinks in surprise, unsure whether she should take it. The boy smiles, whispers something kind, and steps back. Mama Cat smells the food, but instead of eating it herself, she gently carries it to her kittens. Their tiny faces brighten instantly. They tear into the packet with excitement, making soft purring sounds between bites. Their tails flick with happiness, and they look at Mama with pure love. A woman in a long coat approaches next. She places a small bowl of milk near Mama Cat, careful not to frighten her. Mama Cat hesitates for a moment, then dips her tongue into the milk. The warm taste fills her mouth and soothes her body. She lets out a tiny, relieved sigh. People smile warmly, touched by the scene, Mother Cat choosing to feed her kittens before herself. Some drop coins beside the artwork, others place small food packets or gently push bits of bread and chicken toward the family. Mama Cat doesn't fully grasp why these humans are helping, but she feels gratitude blooming in her chest. She nuzzles each kitten, licking their tiny heads as they happily drink from the milk bowl. Her artwork, once just a desperate attempt to survive, has suddenly become her way of earning, her way of caring for her babies. And for the first time in days, her kittens' hungry cries are replaced with soft purrs of contentment. Mama Cat closes her eyes, overwhelmed with relief and love. Days begin to pass, and Mama Cat's cardboard corner transforms into a small attraction on the street. Her artwork grows more colorful each day. With every sunrise, she dips her delicate white paws into new patches of chalk dust or leftover paint dropped around the area. Her red scarf becomes her signature look, her symbol, making her recognizable to everyone who walks by. Her kittens, growing stronger and fluffier, often sit beside her as she works. The blue-eyed kitten curls near her tail, watching intently like a little guardian, while the green-eyed one playfully taps the cardboard or rolls in the leftover chalk, leaving tiny smudges across his fur. People adore them. Children stop to watch her paint, kneeling close to giggle at the kitten's tiny paw prints. Office workers pause on their way to work, taking photos and whispering how incredible it is that a stray cat creates such beauty. Some bring breakfast snacks, some drop coins, and others simply sit for a moment, letting the peaceful little family brighten their day. A small time-lapse scene unfolds over days. One woman places a bowl of warm soup each morning. A shopkeeper leaves tuna bits near her corner at lunchtime. Teenagers bring colored chalks for Mama Cat to use. A street musician plays soft music next to her, forming a gentle, artistic atmosphere. Mama Cat watches all of this happening around her. Every person who helps her makes her eyes soften. She never leaves her kittens. Even while painting, she keeps them near. Her artwork becomes more expressive: hearts, flowers, even little pool butterflies. People smile at her, some whispering, "She's amazing." And she's doing it for her babies. The alley, once cold and ignored, becomes a place of warmth, smiles, and kindness because a mother dared to create. One evening, dark clouds begin gathering above the buildings. Mama Cat senses the shift in the wind. Her ears twitch, and she pulls her kittens close. The air thickens. She looks up uneasily. The sky is turning grey. Without warning, a loud rumble pierces the air. Then the rain begins. It starts as a drizzle, but quickly becomes a heavy downpour. Water gushes down the alley, flooding the ground where Mama Cat paints. The cardboard canvas absorbs the water instantly. The beautiful pour paintings, her only source of hope, begin to blur, melt, and disappear under streaks of muddy rainwater. Mama Cat darts forward, spreading her body over the cardboard as she tries desperately to shield it. Her red scarf soaks instantly. Her white fur clings to her thin body. The kittens cry out as they scramble under a broken wooden crate for shelter. She presses her paws against the cardboard, trying to hold it in place, but the edges begin curling and ripping. The colors she worked so hard to create wash away into dull streaks. Her heart aches as she watches the artwork dissolve. Before her eyes, her efforts, her pride, her way of feeding her babies, gone. People passing by run for shelter. No one stops now. The alley feels cold and lonely again. Mama Cat forces the cardboard to stay under her chest, but her trembling body cannot stop the water. She lets out a soft, heartbreaking sound, part cry, part plea. She looks toward her kittens huddled together, their tiny bodies shaking from fear and cold. Her eyes sting with tears that mix with rainwater. For a moment, she feels defeated. So small against the storm, so helpless as everything she built washes away. Just as Mama Cat collapses onto the ruined cardboard, exhausted and shivering, footsteps approach the alley. A shopkeeper, the same man who often placed small food bowls for her, appears, carrying something large under his arm. He sees Mama Cat, drenched and trembling, struggling to save her artwork. His face softens with empathy. Without hesitation, he unfolds a plastic sheet and stretches it over the alley corner, creating a small, dry shelter. Rainwater trickles down the sides, but the area underneath stays blessedly dry. Mama Cat blinks in confusion, watching him with wide, frightened blue eyes. The man speaks softly to her as he gently lifts the destroyed cardboard away and replaces it with a brand new, clean sheet. From a bag, he pulls out fresh sticks of colored chalk pink, yellow, blue, purple and places them beside her. He then sets down a small box filled with warm, fragrant food. Mama Cat stares at him with disbelief. This kindness feels unreal. She slowly steps back and rushes to her kittens first, checking that they are okay. The kittens peek out from their shelter, shaking off droplets of water. When they smell the warm food, their eyes widen with relief. The shopkeeper watches them eat, smiling. Before leaving, he gently pats the corner of the new cardboard as if saying, "This is yours. Start again." Mama Cat's heart fills with warmth she hasn't felt in a long time. She steps forward, rubbing her cheek against the corner of the chalk box, her silent thank you. The storm still rages outside, but under the plastic shelter, a little family is safe, warm, and cared for. And Mama Cat realizes something powerful. Even in the darkest moments, kindness can change everything. The rain eventually softens into a gentle drizzle, pattering softly against the plastic sheet above Mama Cat's shelter. She sits quietly for a moment, watching her kittens eat with content little purrs. Their tiny bodies now warm, their eyes bright again. It gives her courage. She turns her gaze to the fresh cardboard in front of her, clean, dry, waiting. The colorful chalk sticks are arranged neatly to the side, left by the kind shopkeeper. Mama Cat takes a deep breath, steadying herself. Her paws still tremble from exhaustion, but her heart is stronger than ever. She steps forward and presses her paw into a blue chalk piece. The powder coats her white fur, creating a soft halo of color. She lifts her paw and presses it onto the cardboard. A clear blue paw print appears. Unlike before, it doesn't smear or wash away. This time, she paints with purpose. She creates a large heart shape formed entirely by overlapping paw prints, each print representing strength, love, and survival. She adds tiny paw flowers around it. Her kittens toddle beside her, adding little smudges and colorful marks that make the artwork even more precious. People begin to gather again, umbrellas in hand. They watch in awe as Mama Cat recreates her art, even more beautiful than before. Some whisper softly, "She's incredible." Others smile warmly when they see the kittens rolling around in pastel chalk dust. Despite the rain outside, the atmosphere under the shelter is warm and bright. The soft glow of street lights reflects off the wet pavement, creating a dreamy scene around the family. Mama Cat's blue eyes shine with determination. Rain may wash away cardboard, but it cannot wash away love, creativity, or a mother's will to protect her children. She has risen again. As evening falls, the alley transforms into a gentle scene of golden light and soft shadows. Mama Cat sits proudly beside her completed artwork, a vibrant, colorful display of paw hearts, tiny kitten prints, and swirls of chalk that shimmer under the street lamps. The cardboard looks magical, glowing with the love she poured into it. Her kittens curl up against her, full and warm after the meal they enjoyed. The blue-eyed kitten nuzzles into her red scarf, purring softly. The green-eyed kitten stretches his tiny paws, leaving one final faint smudge of pink chalk before settling beside his sibling. People continue to stop and admire her work, smiling and whispering kind words. Some leave food, some leave coins, others simply take a moment to feel the warmth of the scene. Mama Cat watches them with gentle eyes, grateful but humble. She looks down at her sleeping kittens, their tiny chests rising and falling in peaceful rhythm. A soft breeze passes, lifting the edge of her scarf. She leans down and licks each kitten tenderly, her heart overflowing with relief and love. This moment quiet, warm, savors everything she fought for. Everything she endured, hunger, fear, storms, and exhaustion. For the alley that once echoed with hunger and uncertainty now feels like a small sanctuary of hope. Mama Cat curls her body protectively around her babies, creating a cradle of warmth. Their soft purrs harmonize with the distant sound of city life. As the camera pulls back, the final image shows the glowing artwork beside the sleeping family. A message appears on screen. A mother's love can create miracles even with the smallest paws. Mama Cat